Hey there. Hi, beautiful souls. Welcome. Welcome back, I should say, if you were here for the live readings today. And I'm on for a couple of reasons. One is that I want to talk about some of the classes that I'm teaching. There have been so many different emails and different feedback that I have received. And so I want to make sure that it's perfectly clear what's going on with my channel as far as classes and my website and the different offerings that I have, as well as I want to just be in gratitude today and thank you. I really love being on YouTube. I love the connections with the tarot community. I love all the things that have come from this opportunity to be here. And so I'm celebrating 2,500 subs, and I want to give a few things away and just say thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. And so I'm going to give away 3 different things. And so I'm going to get to that shortly. Hello, Jen. Thanks for coming back. Red Bean Bee, Addie, nice to have you here. So I really appreciate all of you guys, and everything that you contribute in the chat is so important. And as you know, the more that I'm on doing live readings, the more that I'm on, teaching different things, the more I realize this is a community. We need each other's support. And there have been things that I have said on various lives, various videos, even if they're pre-recorded, where language is misinterpreted. And it takes some support from all of you to work through many of the challenges, for making yourself public. And I really want to thank you for everything that you have given to me in that regard. Let us, first of all, just, hi, Antoinette, thanks for coming back. Hi, Apurva. And again, aloha, Jonathan. And I'll continue to greet people as they come in. I started a new series called Read With Me. And on my website, which is integrativehealingwithsadhana.com, there is a shop page. And Read With Me, I am teaching currently on Zoom. And I have never taught this way before. I've always taught either at my kitchen table or in workshop style in a public place. And I've never not had people right there and been able to work with people in person. And so this is the first time I've taught tarot on Zoom. And it's been an interesting experience, and it has a few growing pains. And I have been really enjoying the sessions that we've had. So we've had 2 so far, and tomorrow is session number 3. And we have 1 new person that's joining us tomorrow, but I'm going to close down their registration. I'm not going to let anybody else join for series 1 because it's very much a participation thing. And I find with classes on Zoom, there's a trust that is built with people. Okay, so saying that, I am going to offer series 1 again. Series 1, Read With Me, is based on learning to work with your intuition in tarot and learning to allow the illustrations, the pictures, whether they are Tarot de Marseille or they're fully illustrated decks, to tell a story and to learn how to weave a story with the tarot. And with series 1, my focus was on the questions of what. So what is in the pictures? Last week we worked with who, and tomorrow we're going to continue with the theme of who, because who is proving to be a little more difficult. And then we're going to work with yes or no questions and with where questions. I was going to include timings in series 1, but we're not going to be able to get to it. So series 2, which starts in about 2 weeks, I believe, is going to focus, I believe, pretty much the whole time on the timings, working with timings in tarot. And I'm going to reduce the number of registrants to 8 people per class, no more than 8, because it's very difficult on Zoom if you have more people than that for everybody to participate fully. So I'm going to continue with that, and I'm really enjoying it. And I will also offer another session of Series 1 on my Sunday mornings, and I'm going to carry on with Series 2 at the same time, which is Wednesday mornings. And yeah, Patrice is one of the people in the class, so you can talk to Patrice and let her know what's going on. I am not doing readings right now. I'm just talking about classes that I'm teaching, and I'm going to offer my giveaway. So the other request that I've had is to offer these as pre-recorded sessions so that people can just do it on their own. And I am working on that. I've done I've recorded the first of the Read With Me of the first of 4 classes. And it's so difficult to do it that way, but I'm working on it. And there eventually will be a pre-recorded package available to purchase. It's just really challenging to do it that way, but I'm going to offer that. And hello, Alana. Welcome. Welcome to everybody that's just showing in. Hello, Bound Chloe. Thanks all for being here. So that's the Read With Me series. And now I want to talk about Awaken Your Intuition, which starts tomorrow night. And this is one of my passions. For those of you that follow me, you know I'm a yogi. I love to work with the chakras. I like to work with energy, medicine. And so I'm offering this class. It's called, I believe I named it Yogic Practices to Awaken Your Intuition. This is something that we all need, regardless of whether we read tarot or not. Awakening our intuition and awakening the third eye chakra, which is ultimately what these practices are for, is about learning discernment and learning how to move through the challenges of life with from a bigger point of view, bigger perspective. And so all of the practices we'll be doing over the 4-week class are about awakening and stimulating, exercising the third eye chakra so that we feel, I don't know, like more in our skin. So we feel more confident so that we can, step outside of the drama, step outside of the story and go, oh, that's what's really going on. And so Awaken Your Intuition is going to be like a circle. So you can sit on the floor, you can sit on a chair, you can be in your bed, wherever you want to be. There will be different things that I will have you gather for some of the classes before the class begins. But for the most part, we'll just be practicing during the class. And for the first class, you won't need anything. And it starts in about 32 hours is when the first class starts. And I only have one person registered. So there's lots of space if that's something that you would like to do. And I will be offering it on a regular basis because these are practices that are so near and dear to my heart. And I think I'm going to be just offering this cyclically, and I will not be offering it as a pre-recorded because these are practices where you need to ask clarification. And it's not something that I feel comfortable pre-recording. I need to know that you really understand and you are. Also, there's kind of, we're going to work through different progressions of some of the practices. And so I need to know that where you are so that I can offer just a little bit more, not too much or not too little. Yeah, so that starts tomorrow night. And yes, and so yoga classes, that's the next thing. Yoga classes are, I now have pre-recorded classes of both the Hatha class and the restorative class available. So series 1 is recorded and you can purchase the playlist. And so that is available. And series 2 is starting, which is a little bit of a progression from series 1. So those are starting this week as well too. So there's lots going on, and I encourage you to go to my website and just browse. And some of the pages are keep up to date, I'm really good with, and others it kind of falls behind. Hello, Neem. Nice to have you here. Who else has come in? I'm just looking at the chat. So yeah, so that's what's going on with me, teaching lots of classes, and I really, I love to do it, and especially when usually there's, the group of people that get together is just the perfect group of people, and there's always a connection. I don't know if you find this, like when you register for a workshop or you go to some kind of a class, there's a common interest, or there's a common reason why that group of people get together. And that's the beauty of connecting with others and taking classes with others, whether it's a small group or even a large group. Sometimes that happens as well too. So yeah, so let me know if you have any questions about that. Amber, come here. Alrighty. So now I want to get to the giveaway and what's happening with the giveaway. So I have given away decks before. And what I have learned is that, and I believe I sent a deck to India last time for my 1,000 subscribers, and I don't think it actually got there. It got, I paid about $40 for the shipping, and I decided that with tracking it was going to be $60, and I didn't do it, and I'm pretty sure the deck got lost. I never heard from the person that I sent it to, and I did check in sometime several months after I sent it, and I don't think they ever got it. So with the 2 decks that I'm giving away, I will give them away in North America, and I will include shipping with tracking in North America. And if you live outside of North America and you would like to be in the draw, I can cover the cost of the shipping for what it would be with tracking in North America, and then you can pay the difference if you would like the deck. So, but I can't cover $40 to $60 worth of shipping for that. I am going to give away 2 decks. One is this little deck here. This is the Vix Tarot. This is a low Scarabeo deck. And I have linked a video, a walkthrough that I did in the description box below. These are both used decks, lightly used by me. And the Vix is so cute. It's a little tiny deck. And it has a story. So one of the, it even comes with a playlist. And this little tarot follows this little bunny through the tarot. It's really cute. And if you like little decks and you like little bunnies and you don't have a travel deck, this might be just a little deck that you need. I really like the court cards in this deck. So yeah, so this is one of the decks that I'm giving away. And I'm not going to reorder it for you. I'm going to package it up, and I'll put a crystal and some other little goodies in your package. But I suggest that when you receive it, that you reorder it yourself and then shuffle it. I think it's good that way. And then you put your energy into the reordering, like put it back from the Fool through the King of Pentacles, or however you like to put the suits together. The other deck that I'm going to give away is this one, the Star Spinner Tarot. And the reason I'm giving these decks away is because I don't use them. They're lovely decks, but I don't use them. And also I did a video. This is a gorgeous deck, by the way. I'm sorry, the lighting is not great today. It's a beautiful box. Stunning tarot and Star Spinner. I did a side-by-side comparison because there's some really interesting crossovers with the 2 decks. This Star Spinner Tarot has alternate lovers cards. These are the 3 extra ones that aren't in the deck right now. So that's a nice feature of this deck. It is based in, actually, I'll read you from the guidebook. Hey there, Michelle. And I don't believe I have pencil marked any of the guidebooks, so they're nice and clean. I just wanted to read you so you can get Western interest in the occult and a generous dose of Orientalism greatly informed much of the iconography and most of the recognizable tarot decks. At the turn of the century, European tastemakers and artists would often misappropriate imagery from African and Asia to convey a superficial sense of mystery and exoticism. And even the classic Rider-Waite-Smith deck is no exception. This is what I wanted to read to you. The Star Spinner is meant to evoke iconography that is less deeply rooted in that esoteric visual language and challenge the imperialistic trappings of that time. The images draw from children's stories, myths, and fairy tales that might already be familiar to the reader. You will find mermaids with hearts abundant as the ocean, fairies playing with dreaming and waking, and you might find the fruit of knowledge hinting at a transition between naivety and knowing. And you'll discover old goddesses of the moon and the sun in new light. It's really well written. So here's one of the mermaid cards. Hey, Candy. Jen, go to the shop. If you go over to shop and then you scroll down, there's only one thing to choose in the shop. And I believe it's the first of the yoga classes in the shop. It says, Awaken Your Intuition. Yeah, so it's a really interesting tarot. It's got great diversity. I love this Fool card. This is the Star Spinner. And there's something pretty cool about the red colors. I find the red really intriguing in this deck. It's one of the, I think it's one of its strong aspects. So yeah. And I love the font. I really do. I like the font that's on the numbers and the titles. Okay. So those are the two decks that I'm giving away. And all you need to do is to write your interest in the description box below. So just write a comment below, not in the chat, please, but in the comments below. And there's one more thing I'm going to give away. And on Samhain, I'm going to go live and do the announcement and do a few live readings on Samhain. So that's my plan. So it's going to be a really quick thing. And the third thing that I'm going to give away is a Wheel of the Year reading. So I'm going to give away, we can do it live if you like, or we could do it by email. And I'm going to do a reading that will pull in all of the Sabbats and look ahead for your wheel starting on November 1st. So yeah, so it'll be, if we're going to do a live, it'll be like 45 minutes or so, maybe an hour. And if it is an email reading, you'll get a good chunk of written information as well as photographs of the reading, of course. And if you wanted to choose a deck as well for your reading, you could choose that. So yeah, so in the comments below, once I go off, you just need to let me know what you would love, which draw or all of the draws you would like to be entered in, and I will put your name in, and then I'll come back live on my Saturday, which is Samhain, and I'll do a draw, and I'm going to do a few readings on that day as well too. So yeah, so that is it. That is all I have to say. So do you have any questions? Because I can hang around for a couple of minutes. And so if any of you are on Facebook and watching this on Facebook, because I'm broadcasting on Facebook as well too, you need to go to Actually, no, you'll be able, you can post in underneath the video on my Facebook page as well too, and I will check those as well too. So whether you write in the comments in Facebook or you write in the comments on YouTube, I will make sure that I catch your comment. And so the cutoff will be, let's just say midnight October 30th. So midnight Pacific time. And then on the 31st, I'll go live and do the draw. All right. So sound good? Any other questions you guys have? I'm happy to answer. What deck are you guys talking about, Neem? Hello, Darcy. I'm a little bit behind in the chat. Oh, Oak, Ash, and Thorn. Yeah, everybody's posting their videos. I didn't order the deck. I just felt like I have too many decks this year, too many new decks, and so many decks that still need to be worked. Amber, come here. Come here. She wants her mommy so badly. So yeah, so I'm really looking forward to looking at some of your videos with how you're doing with Oak, Ash, and Thorn. You know, once you get past that initial impression and see how it's reading and so forth, because to tell you the truth, I don't really have an animal deck that is a go-to animal deck that I love to work with. I mean, the closest thing is the Wildwood. You know, I love working with this deck, and I feel that there's some significant, you know, animal energy in the Wildwood Tarot. But other than that, there's not really, I use, as you know, the Wild Unknown quite regularly. Yeah, but I don't go to animal decks as a go-to. So that's one of the reasons why I didn't order it either. But there's such great feedback. So I'm really looking forward to see if this is a deck that has longevity for a lot of the readers in the tarot community. Yes, even our dogs feel it today. Yes, that is for sure. Okay. So that's all I have to share with you. So make sure you check out my classes on my website, integrativehealingwithsadhana.com. And there, almost everything is on the shop page. And then if you have any questions, you can put it in the comments below and go ahead and enter the draw. And I will see you all on Samhain. Namaste.